Santa Barbara Baker here with my friend and pizza making homie Greg. We've made thousands of pizzas together at one of the greatest pizza shops here in Santa Barbara, Bettina. He's GT Phils on Instagram and also hosted the podcast.
BXG Podcast. We talk pop culture, nerd culture. If you're into music, video games, sports, anything around there, we hit it all. Comes out every Friday. Check us out, BXG Podcast.
We made tons of pizzas together, so I couldn't think of a better guest to have on my first guest on the pizza show here. We're gonna get some dough stretched out, build together, fired up. We're making Greg's favorite pizza today. What is it?
I love sauce on top marks. It's my jam.
Sauce top mark, can't go wrong. A classic. Let's get these things built. We're here with the natty dough, getting it stretched out. The recipe's up on SantaBarbaraBaker.com. That's where all the recipes are. Starting to build our sauce top pizza. I was remembering the first night I came in to Stodge at Bettina, walk in and Greg was there. I think, did I know you from Instagram already?
We
at that time?
knew each other
So
from,
I think
yeah.
I remember
We
I was
messaged
like
each other.
feeling a little bit, I was intimidated, but there's some confidence about seeing somebody familiar. But man, is it trial by fire when you're like walking in something like that? Because, you know, I'm just an at-home pizza maker. I don't really know what I'm doing. Coming in there, a real pizza shop, it was pretty intimidating, but he set me straight and was able, I got the job, so all good. Stretching people, we were always asking, what is the best way to stretch a pizza? And what would you say? I mean, you just gotta practice,
I think it's
right?
just, it's practice. It's also just kind of using all the tips you get and finding your own way. I stretch pizza different than a lot of other people, and it's still gonna turn out as a circle. I mean, it still looks nice. You want to just make sure you have enough flour underneath so you get that nice slide off. That's key, you don't want to rip.
Yeah, I think that's like an interesting thing, like, that we kind of learned as we're making pizzas, of flouring the bottom of the pizza instead of having a lot of flour everywhere. You just want to focus, keep track of the bottom of the pizza, make sure it's nice and floured there. Like, there's probably maybe a little excess there, but it's all good. Get this all onto our peels like that, looking super nice. That's what's sweet about these wooden peels. You can just stretch, bake, and build all on one. Looking good. The sauce top. So, I mean, what do we got going here? You got the sauce goes on top. We have a selection of mozzarellas today. Some fresh mozzarella, some aged that just is whole milk mozzarella that I've sliced up. Our world's best tomato sauce, that's just the Bianco's rolled up. Some oregano and also some pecorino romano, that salty kick. How would you start yours?
I mean, I always put the fresh mozz on, and if I do dry mozz, which I do here and there, then that, and then the pecorino, and then a little oregano at the end.
Oregano at the end. I think I'm gonna start with you, like you're saying, going with the little fresh mozz. I think I gotta put a little bit of the aged in there too.
Oh yeah.
I think how are you feeling? They always say sauce up, but I think most of those you're seeing people do end up putting a little cheese on top, and that's what we got, that pecorino. Yeah. You think that's legit?
I think it's totally legit. I love doing that. I like doing it. Sometimes I do it before, and sometimes it just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. I like doing it right after it comes out of the oven too. You still get the really harshness of that cheese in like a good way, a good harsh, really good bite. So
a salty bite.
Yeah.
The mix here of the different cheeses. This is looking pretty good to me. Would you say, do you load up? I feel like making pizzas Bettina, they're pretty generous there on what goes on the pies.
Pretty generous. It's not overboard. You don't want to go overboard. You don't want to weigh it down, but you do want to cover your spots for sure.
All right, sauce. Are you going sauce at this point, right on top of the cheese?
Yeah, I go sauce right on top of the cheese.
All right, well, how I'm going to do, this is my little trick. I always feel when I'm doing sauce out pizzas, I get way too much sauce, so I like to portion out just a ladle full, what I normally do on just my regular OG pizzas. That way I know what I'm doing here, and just go with a little spoon, apply it. I like to go in between the cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Bakes it really nice. You ever find, I feel like with a sauce up, you might have to bake it a little longer, because I think that cheese kind of hits the dough and will sometimes create that, you call it the gum line, where it's like some uncooked dough there. Never that good. So we got the Ooni Koda 16s. We got two of them heating up right now. How I do it, I always have it on full blast on the heat, but we're gonna, let's turn them down right now. Just go on to the normal low. You just grab this little, you wanna turn your knob there, just gonna go down to the lowest setting and just go right on here. Super easy on the Koda 16. Put it on to low. It's a nice time when you're building your pizza to turn it down. Let it cool down. The oven's super hot. We wanna give this thing a little bit of a longer bake. We're thinking maybe a couple minutes. We'll bake them till they're done though. Basil, when are you doing that?
I put it on before.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go basil right now I usually like doing the fat leaves, but I'm breaking them up today.
Yeah, I break it up. I put it on before the bake, and I break it up, but I do put it on last. I don't know. I just kind of like that, the way it kind of chars up a little.
Oh, I know what we're missing here. How about some olive oil?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you need the drizzle. Sometimes here with a
drizzle.
little bit of sauce stuff too. We want to make sure it doesn't puff up too much in the oven. By puff up, we want the crust puffing up, but not a big bubble underneath. You can definitely run into some problems here. Okay, the finishing it off here with the pecorino romano, and I think we'll hit it here with a nice drizzle of olive oil before it hits the oven. Some more pecorino.
Yeah, might as well. I love it.
We're gonna hit these with a little bit of olive oil. Oh, here it comes, flying in. Never always have your mise en place ready. That's the pro move. But we're baking pizza at home, so you're always forgetting something. These pizzas are looking great. We're gonna get these things loaded up into the Koda 16. Wish us luck. Hopefully it goes great. We're gonna bake them up. It's pizza time. Loading up our pizzas into the Ooni Koda 16. Super bright out here, so it's hard to see. Let's see how it's going here. All right. We got which peel you wanna try this one first?
Oh, sure, yeah.
I'm just using a regular old peel here. We'll see if we can actually trade off on this here. I might want to use that one for the first turn. When I'm baking here, I get the sunglasses on. Maybe see a little better here. This is looking good to me. I was scared maybe I didn't have enough weight on my pizza so it would be puffing up in the center, which is not. All good. Let's see Greg over here looking super bomb.
Yeah.
My pizza looks a little bit small. I maybe should have pulled it out. These are good-sized dough balls here. It could have gone bigger, but we're just making some pizza at home. We're gonna be stoked. It looks super bomb. All right, can I go? How are you looking? You going for a turn?
Yeah, going for a
turn.
turn.
All right, I'll just try it with this one here. When you have a peel like this, you can just kind of scoop it in, and then you have the little motion. You can use it just like a turning peel. It's a little more tricky, but we're getting it done, man. This thing. It was really hard to see on the load, and I must have pulled it back, so this thing looks like really tiny, but I think it'll still be dank.
Still gonna taste good.
All right, I can smell this thing baking. We'll get another turn here before it burns. Look at that leopardine popping up. A totally ridiculously small pizza, but it's all good. We're just going to crush these to our dome here. We're going to try a slice of each. I want to see. I haven't had a Greg pizza for a while. I want to see how it goes. How's it going over?
It's
Damn,
looking
it's
good,
looking
man.
bomb.
I'm looking real bomb. I'm stoked on this.
Yeah, dang, man. The leopardine looking really nice. Oven was nice and hot. All things we like. Turn it down there before the load. Get a little longer bake here. Wow, look at that. Looking super nice. This one looks more like a classic homemade pizza. Nothing wrong with that. Greg's looking a little more professional over here. That's what I like to see. He bakes more pizzas than I do these days. Still pizza maker there at Bettina. You enjoying it?
Oh,
Making pizza all the time?
Making pizza all the time, making it at home too. I don't have an Ooni, so I'm enjoying my first time with the Ooni. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it's super cool to check out different ovens. That is the pizza lifestyle. I think you're kind of like me. We like fancy pizza. We like garbage pizza. We like everything in between.
Like
we just love pizza. All right, this thing is looking pretty good. Probably could have stretched it thinner, but the sauce top, pretty bomb. I like to see a little more browning. Wow, Greg's is looking really good. Oh, let me get you a rack here. Almost forgot. Get it onto the rack like we always like to do. All right. All right, here before my pizza burns. Let's see. We're still all good. I think this oven was a little bit cooler. This one's not quite done yet. Here, I'll just take the legit turning peel here to finish up. As you can see, though, I always recommend having a authentic, full-on turning peel, but you can get the job done with just any peel. I think this thing is looking almost done. Wow, it's kind of ridiculous looking.
It still looks good.
Greg wins the battle of the looks here, and on the shirt. The whole
Thank
thing.
you.
He's looking good.
Thank you.
Can we fit another pizza on here? I think
yeah.
so. This thing is looking really pretty bomb. It's interesting seeing this. So both these ovens were preheated the same amount of time. So it's the same setup here, but Greg's cooked quite a bit, baked up quite a bit faster. Is that the dough? What is it? It's the same dough. Maybe this oven's just running a little cooler. The mysteries of pizza. It changes every day. That's the rad thing about pizza. When you say, it's like
I think that's the cool thing about this. Like, we're literally using the same things here, and just like the difference with the ovens or whatever, you just don't know with pizza. And I think that's the fun thing about it is like every pizza's a new adventure, which is why I keep doing it too. I think it's a lot of fun.
I'm thinking this thing looks pretty good
looks
to me.
good,
It looks
man.
alright,
Yeah.
maybe a little weirdly misshapen.
Whatever.
Greg's got more sauce on there. I don't know. So far, I'm really liking the look of Greg. We're here with the finished sauce top pizza. I think both of these are looking pretty bomb. We always let them hang out on a rack. Let that crust set. How you feeling on your pie?
I'm stoked on the way it turned out, man. Like I said, it was the first time I was using an Ooni, and I just super user friendly. Really like it. So
Man, look at the leoparding on that one. Looks
leoparding,
really
man. It's
good.
freaking
You
me
know,
out
I
how
think
good it is.
overall, I think maybe the sauce top with going with a little extra sauce. I feel like Greg's like, do you like you're almost extra sauce?
A little extra sauce with it, yeah. But that's all right, man. I mean, it's whatever too. I mean, it still looks good to me. I'm still stoked on it.
That's pizza. Like,
Yeah.
you want more sauce? Put more sauce on
Yeah.
your pizza. Nobody's making the rules. How do you feel? Would you add a shake of pecorino?
I always add a little
Romano
shake
at
of pecorino or Parmesan, whatever you got at home. Fresh. Don't get that crap in a bag.
I
It
did
always-
grate this just as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
It's not
it's
coming
just-
out of any swag
No,
bag.
no.
I like Greg's style here. I'm gonna hit it with that too.
Because you can't have too
You know,
much cheese.
I'm gonna do a little bit of oregano.
Yeah, I'll do a
you
little
know
oregano
what?
too. Yeah, why not?
And maybe just the one little fresh basil.
Oh yeah, the
on there
fancy,
like that.
the fancy at the end. I like that.
All right, I'm gonna slice it. Look at mine is totally ridiculously small. I'd be bummed if I got this at the restaurant. Here at home, I'm okay. I'm just gonna slice it into four.
I would slice mine in four too, anyhow.
Look at this, totally ridiculous, but it's all good. The bake on this is looking really nice. Check it out on there. Look at that, the pickup, no major flop here. I mean, this thing's pretty loaded. The whole structure is baked all the way through. We really like that. I don't like that gum line you can run into with the cheese. How is it looking? Dude,
Dude,
so
it's
bomb.
looking good, man. I'm
All
stoked.
right, man.
All right.
Get into this thing. That looks
Pizza.
nice job.
Nice job. Oh yeah. Oh, it's just so bright. I mean, you can't go wrong with Bianca Napoli tomatoes. That's just like where it is. That's why I love the sauce on top. I think if I didn't have those, I don't think I'd be necessarily a sauce on top guy, but it's so bright.
This one, I'm just like, I can't even. Having a guest on here, I'm usually so explosive after I take my bite. I'm just keeping it inside. It's so good. It's really hot though, super dank. I'm gonna try. You know, this my one here. I gotta get in on Greg's.
All right.
I'm gonna try a bite of this one. Look at this thing, nice and puffy.
Let me get
The
him
bake looks
on
really
this.
good to see on this one. Damn, dude, the sauce. I think Greg's on it here. A little more sauce. It's so fresh. The Bianca, like you were saying, it's super bright. That tomato sauce. It's just tomatoes rolled up. But damn, is this good, man. Nice work. I'm into it.
I mean, yours is good too. It's just like
Puffy growth.
you just
really
can't
good.
go wrong with this at all. I think this is, for me, this is my go-to pizza at home. Especially if you're just like wanting to make a quick pizza, you can't go wrong. And it's super easy.
I think a sauce top. How do you? It's one of the classic pizzas out there. A basic cheese pizza. There's so many variations of just a cheese pizza. That's one of the reasons we love pizza, and one of the reasons why we love Greg. He's a classic pizza guy. Also gets into the fancies too. He loves pizza, and that's why we love him. Thanks for coming on the show. Check him out on Instagram and check out his podcast. Where can we find the podcast?
Be actually anywhere, Spotify, Apple, Podbean, anywhere you get your podcasts, we're available worldwide. So check us out, BXG.
And check out his pizza reviews, GT Phils on Instagram. I'm Santa Barbara Baker on Instagram. All my recipes are on santabarbarabaker.com. That's where you can find them. Give me a follow on Instagram, Santa Barbara Baker on there. We love you, all you pizza makers out there, keeping us inspired. We dream about pizza. We love pizza. We're gonna bake some more pizza here. One love.
One love.